If you've watched any of my other videos, you already know that I don't talk about something until I've actually lived with it for a while. And right now, what I've been living with for the past few months is a non-custodial swap platform, meaning a service where you exchange one cryptocurrency for another, no account required, no ID check, and the platform never actually gets its hands on your assets at any point during the process. I want to show you what that looks like today. I'll run a transaction, break down what's happening technically in language that actually makes sense, and then I'll go over a few things I always verify before trusting any service like this. So today I'm going to exchange BNB for USDC, two tokens that run on entirely different architectures, which makes this a decent test of how the routing handles cross-chain complexity. So here I'm setting up the pair, BNB as the send token, that's selected, USDC as what I want to receive. Yep, confirmed. And here the platform immediately shows me everything I need before I proceed. The live rate, the transaction fee, and the estimated time to completion. I tap proceed. Good. So here I need to put in my destination wallet. That's where the USDC is going to arrive. Below that, there's an optional refund address for BNB. I always add this just as a basic precaution. And then an email field if you want a notification when the swap completes. Okay, all filled in, on to the next screen. This is the confirmation page. Exchange details, everything laid out cleanly before I finalize anything. Okay, all of that is correct. Accepting the privacy policy and clicking create order. Good, order's created. And now platform is waiting on me to push BNB through. Okay, everything from my end is submitted, pressing confirm, and it's running. Processing started automatically and tokens should hit my address within a few minutes. Okay, so while we wait, I want to walk through what's actually going on behind the scenes right now, because I think most people skip this part and it's genuinely the most useful thing to understand. So here's a short version of what just happened. When I sent tokens, it didn't go to a wallet this platform controls. It entered an on-chain transaction directly. The swap executed on the blockchain and USDC is now routing straight to my destination address. The platform found the route and triggered the execution. That's its entire role in this. At no point did my funds sit somewhere in the middle in an account this service owns. And now contrast that with depositing on a centralized exchange, on Kraken, on OKX, on any of those. You start by sending your funds into the exchange's wallet. The moment that happens, those funds are under their control, their security practices, their internal decisions, their regulatory environment. All of that is now relevant to your money. Non-custodial flips that entirely. The platform never enters the equation as a custodian. Your wallet, the blockchain, your wallet. The service just connects the dots. And now I want to get into something that I think matters more than the technical architecture for most people watching this, which is how do you tell a real service from a fake one? Because I'll be straight, this space has a real problem with fraudulent platforms. They turn up in search results, and the ones that are well constructed can look convincing enough on first glance that even people who've been in crypto for a while get caught out. Part of why this keeps happening is that nobody has a stable reference point. The space changes fast enough that something entirely new can appear and feel legitimate before there's any community knowledge about it. So here's what I actually do. First thing I look at is design quality. Not whether it looks slick, but whether it looks finished. Things like inconsistent spacing, fonts that don't belong together, buttons that are slightly off center. None of these are accidents. They are signs of something assembled quickly, and something assembled quickly is worth being suspicious of. Second is how the interface behaves as you move through it. A platform that was built to work is going to feel intuitive. Each step leads logically to the next. If I'm ever pausing to figure out what I'm supposed to do or something in the flow doesn't add up, that's not a UX problem, that's a signal. And third, what the platform can tell me about its own security in plain language. Not vague statements, not general reassurances, actual information about how funds are handled and whether that's been independently verified. If that doesn't exist, I don't use the service. Simple.